Hey guys, in this video we are going to see the Jupyter notebook, some of the commands, and we are going to see if-else statements in Python, and we are going to do a small assignment, that is Bmi Calculator. Okay, see, I already told you I am using Jupyter notebook. Jupyter notebook, why I am using? Because it is very simple and easy for installing and writing the codes. It provides the environment for writing the codes and testing small programs. Okay. Now you can go for IDE called PyCharm also. Actually, I prefer, when I am doing any projects, I will prefer PyCharm only. But for tutorial purpose, Jupyter is very flexible to me. In this lecture, we are going to see some of the commands which are going to be used in the Jupyter, and we are going to see if-else statements. If-else. This if-else is not only with respect to Python, this is much generic with respect to all the programming languages like C, C++, Java and like that. Next, we are going to calculate the BMI, body mass index. We are going to take the weight and height of a person, and we are going to calculate BMI by using the formula, and we are going to display whether that person is overweight or not. Okay, let's get into the tutorial.
Yeah, now we will start with if-else statements. Here this is the Jupyter notebook which we have seen already. Now go to the new, here go to the Python 3. Now here we will write if-else statements. Okay, now we are zooming a bit. Yes, right, I think it's clearly visible, right? Now in this class we will see some of the basic functionalities of this Jupyter notebook. Up to yesterday we have seen like print statement, function and swapping up of two variables. Now to just recall what we have learned yesterday, this is the print statement enclosed by parentheses, and whatever in the double quotes that will be printed here, and the command used for running the cell is this icon you just seen it. See, good morning is printed. Okay, we can print two or more strings in the same line, good morning, and print have a nice day. By clicking this cell we can print that, and here there are some of the functionalities, like we can add n number of cells by clicking the plus icon. Okay, now if we want to delete these cells, we can have this scissor icon, we can delete the cells. Okay, now just like we will add couple of cells here. Now just see, let us take print a, and we are declaring a equal to 1. You just observe these two statements. Here we are printing the a first and we are then declaring. See, when we are about to run this, it will throw an error. Okay, I will show that. See, name error, name a is not defined, because till this point it doesn't know what is a, because you declared a here. Now if we first execute this statement, then execute this statement, no error will come. We will try that. Now we are executing this statement. So statement 4 is executed. Now we are executing third line. See, when we are printing a, 1 is there. So always remember, before execution first you need to declare the variable. Okay, now what if we print the unknown undeclared variable? Now see here, print b is not declaring. Now if we execute this, b is not defined, the same as this with this case. Now what we are going to do is, we are defining b as 2. Okay, we are defining b as 2. We are print b. Now when we run this statement, 2 is printed, right? Now what if we delete this line? What if we delete this line? And what, now we are trying to print again the value of b. When we are trying to print, 2 is printed. Here if you observe, b equal to 2, I have declared that, then I have unprinted the b, then I have deleted this line. Again still I am able to do this, because the state is preserved here, means it will maintain all the variables with its values. Actually, state is not stored in this browser. Actually, everything is stored in this kernel. This Jupyter notebook is just a UI, user interface. When we run this code here, everything will execute in this kernel only. Kernel will execute the code and stores all the variables of the state. Now there is another option called here, if you go to kernel, restart and clear output. If you click that, it will ask for this. Okay, if you ask restart and clear output, all the outputs here, if you see here, all this will be disabled. Now just we click. Now if you see here, all the outputs have been cleared and formatted because this kernel had restarted. Now just we will go to here, see here .ipynb is a Jupyter notebook format. Here for each and every notebook there is separate kernel running on. For this notebook we have got separate kernel, and for this notebook we have got separate kernel. Okay. Now we are going to see if-else statements. If and else are the two statements in any programming language. This is not specific to Python. In any programming language, if you want to take the decisions, we have to use for if-else statements. Okay. Now let us declare a variable a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 20. Now we are checking whether if a is less than b or not. If a is less than b, we have to put semicolon, and when we hit enter, it will start with the 4 spaces here. If you count here, these are 4 spaces will be there. Then here we are writing one statement, print a is less than b, less than b. Okay. Now we can write any number of statements here. A is less than b surely. So now see here, if a is less than b, semicolon, print a is less than b, print a is less than b surely. After this, when we hit enter here, cursor will start here, then we need to press a backspace, it will go to here. Then this means it is outside the if loop. Here we are printing this is outside if loop. This is outside if. See, whatever comes with this kind of 4 spaces, this we will call as indentation. This will be inside the if loop. Okay, and whatever exactly here, this is out of the if loop. Now if we try to execute this, the answer will be 10 is less than 20. So these two will be executed and this also printed. So all the 3 statements will be printed. See, first statement a is less than b, a is less than b surely, then this is outside b. Okay. Now we will take another example to explain else also. C is equals to 30, D is equals to 40. Okay. Now if C less than D, print D. Okay. Now we are going to write else statement, print if C is greater than D, then we can write C is not less than D. Okay, and we can write the number of statement here. This is in else block, like this we can write. Now print this is outside else. Okay. Now here we have declared C is equals to 30 and D equal to 40. If C is less than D, semicolon, print C is less than D. Else, semicolon, print C is not less than D, and this is in else block. And this printf, if you see, this is outside the if else block. If block contains only this line, else block contains these 2 lines, because if you see here, the indentation is there. Here there are 4 spaces are there, here there are 4 spaces are there. This is called indentation. If we try to run this cell, we got C is 30, D is 40. So this is executed, C is less than D, and the outside thing, this is outside if else, these two are executed. Suppose if we change the value 30 to 50, now see that it will go to else block. C is not less than D, this is an else block, and this is outside if else. Okay, now we will try to introduce another concept called elif. Okay, elif. Now you take E is equals to 70, F is equals to 80. Okay, if E less than F, print E is less than F. Elif stands for else if. E equals F, semicolon, print E is equal to F. Now finally else, print E is greater than F. Now we will try to execute this statement, then I will explain line by line. Here I have taken E as 70, F as 80. Now the answer should be E is less than F because E is 70. If we run that, see, E is less than F. What is going on each and every line is, here we are initialized E with 70 and F with 80. Now it will check the condition if E is less than F, 70 is less than 80, is it true? Means it will be true. So it will execute everything in the if statements. Means here only printf is there. E is less than F, so it will be printed. Now if we change the value 70 to 80, now it has to execute elif E equals F. This command means elif means else if, E equals. This is not assignment operator, this is comparison operator. Here this is 1 equals is assignment operator. Here double equals means comparison operator. Here E and F is comparing with each other. So when we execute this statement, E is equal to F. Okay. Now when we increase the value to this 90, it will execute this E is greater than F. We will check here. See, E is greater than F. So by this way we can use if, else if and else. The main important thing is we need to write semicolon, okay, then we need to have proper indentation. Actually 4 spaces are the ideal case. See, now I will show an example. Here as I told, for if block, if should be there and the condition should be there and semicolon should be there. Now here there are 4 spaces. If we miss one space also, if we throw, it will show an error. Now just we will see that, see here, print if else indentation error. Indentation error means here you are not properly intended. So we will try to restore it to the normal place and we will execute, and so it properly executing. So make sure that inside the if block you are properly intending. If else block within the else block. Okay. Now we will declare G is equals to 70 and H is equals to 80. Okay. If G is less than H, semicolon, print G is less than H. Okay. Now we are going to else block. Else, here we are calculating if G is equal to H. After if we should write semicolon, then print G is equal to H. Okay. Then we need to go to end of the line, then type enter. Else, print, we can use single quotes or double quotes, G is greater than H. Now if you see here we have initialized G with 70, H with 80. If G is less than H, semicolon, if this statement is true, then it will execute this, else it will execute whatever in the else block, the complete thing in the else block. Now within the else block, if G is equals to H, if Z equal to H, it will execute this, else it will execute this. Okay. Under this else, only one statement is there. Under this else, there are 4 lines will be executed if this else is true. Now we will start executing this. The answer will be g less than h. Why? Because here we have taken g value as 70, h value as 80. Now if we try to change the value of g to 80, we will try to execute that, it will go to straight away here. We will check that g is equal to h. Why? Because g is less than h, 80 less than 80 is false, so it will not execute this, so it will skip f and it will go else. So if g is equal to h, 80 equal to 80, yes, it will execute this. Now if we put g equal to 90, so it will be g greater than h. Okay, g greater than h. So this is how we can use if else, and we are using if else inside else block. The same thing we can use if else inside if block also. Now we will do a small kind of assignment. We are going to use the BMI calculator. BMI stands for body mass index. This will tell whether a person is overweight or not. Now we will write name as MVR. Okay, then height underscore meters, height in meters we are writing as 2. Then I need to write weight underscore kg, weight underscore kg as 70. See here, if you don't know height in meters and weight in kg, you can convert by using online like our Google. You can type pounds in Google and convert that into kg. There is no issues. But this assignment we are assuming height in meters and weight in kgs. Now we will declare BMI equal to weight in kg divided by height square. Height underscore m. We can write height underscore m height square as like this, height into m. Otherwise we can use 2 star marks, height into 2. This means height square. Okay, this double star indicates height square. Now we are printing the BMI. Okay, now we are checking if BMI is less than 25, print name and print if it is less than 25, it is not overweight. Else means if BMI is greater than 25, it will print name and print that person is overweight. Now we are going to check this. Okay, see here, if I run this, the name MVR, height 2 and weight 70 kgs. If I run this, it is showing some invalid syntax, means we have done something wrong. When I am printing a string, I should put in double quotes. Okay, so this is a string just for user readability. I need to print this. I didn't print in double quotes, so it thrown error. Now we will check this. See, MVR and is not overweight. First, name is a variable. I have given a string MVR to variable name and height equal to 2, weight equal 70. This is a formula for BMI. Weight in kgs divided by height square. Square is represented by these 2 asterisks. Now print BMI. If BMI less than 25, print name. If it is less than 25, he should not be overweight. If it is greater than 25, means it will go to else block. It is overweight. Now I will change the value this to 120. Okay, it will calculate, it will be overweight. We will see name is MVR, it is overweight. In this lecture we have seen concepts like we have seen how to add a cell, how to delete a cell, how to run and clear the output in the kernel, restart the kernel. Then we have done a small assignment of calculating BMI. Remaining things we will see in next lecture. Actually, I am doing videos that will be helpful for students. So please do subscribe for my channel, share it, like it, comment if you have any doubts. Thank you very much.